One thing I'm super excited about, and I know many others are as well, is an altar or communion rail that will border the bottom step of the sanctuary with an opening in the center aisle and both ends of the sanctuary. If you've ever seen a communion rail, you'll notice its eloquence and detail. Some feel a communion rail is a sign of keeping people out. Even more, a lack of openness between the clergy celebrating the Mass and the faithful, a sort of us versus them theory. However, nothing could be further from the truth. The idea seems to be a mere personal projection of something that doesn't really exist. If meant to create a metaphorical barrier, it would not be so eloquent or provide accessibility. After all, it's not a wall with doors and locks. The purpose of a communion rail is threefold. First, it provides a visual reminder of the space that exists on the other side. The sanctuary is now the Holy of Holies. The sanctuary space is Calvary, where both the crucifixion and Jesus' resurrection occurred. During the Mass, time is suspended and we're at Calvary. We take part not in a symbolic way, but in a very real way. His passion, death, and resurrection. We are all at Calvary during the liturgy. Secondly, it will also provide a permanent place for those who wish to receive Holy Communion on their knees, a place to do so. On that note, it was very interesting to me that several years ago, I discovered a number of people kneeling to receive communion. After a while, I figured if some people are going to receive kneeling, I may as well make it comfortable for them. This is the reason we have the kneelers in the center aisle now. Therefore, a section of the new communion rail to the left and right of the center aisle will have padding to accommodate those wishing to kneel while receiving communion. Nothing will change, however, regarding our normal process of communion. Same lines, same places, receiving Holy Communion in whatever manner you wish, according to what is allowed. Finally, it creates a beautiful accent and look to the overall church. Remember, the beauty and detail of a church helps us better connect heaven and earth through our senses. This is why many ancient churches in other parts of the world, and even in our own country, were created with such detail and beauty, some even taking decades, even centuries to complete. Can you believe it? Some workers building certain churches knew they would never live to see the church to completion, but knew it was all for the glory of God and forged ahead anyway.